What's up, guys? If you are into music reaction channels that are honest, raw, and authentic, look no further. You found your destination. It is the Taz and Philly Show. Welcome to our journey.
And make sure that you subscribe below and enjoy the show.
What is good, you sexy son of a guns? It is Philly. That is Taz. It's the Taz and Philly Show, and we are back with another reaction video. What's good, guys? It's Philly. That is Taz, and we are back with another reaction video tonight. Subscriber requests. HOG Nation Hangover Gang. It's not Tom McDonald, but it is one of Tom McDonald's friends, guy he's collaborated with in the past, Mr. Adam Calhoun. I believe this is a solo song. Don't believe anybody else is on it. It's a song called Klonopin. I've heard good things about it. Adam's a really good lyricist, typically like a lot of the beats that he uses. So I am looking forward to this. Should be an interesting song. I mean, I know he suffered some similar things. Like I think he's had some drug issues and depression issues in the past as well. And certainly let me know if I'm wrong about that, but I believe that is what I read and heard. So with that being said, I'm wondering if it has something to do with that. But I know Taz, I don't even think he knew what a Klonopin was before we went on here. I think he thought it was something that you hooked papers together with to make sure that they don't, fall apart from each other. And who knows?
That is incorrect.
That's not correct? Well, you're wearing a child's baseball cap, so I'm not sure what exactly you think is correct. But with that being said, you and your child's baseball cap have anything that you want to bring to the table tonight. Let the people know. Adam Calhoun, Klonopin. You know the name of the song. What do you think it's about? Anything at all?
I found out what the word was like 5 seconds ago, so I don't know. Maybe it's about drugs. So that's what my guess is. But Adam Calhoun is a really great rapper, so I'm looking forward to seeing how he does this rap. I've never seen it before or heard of it before. So I'll have more to say afterwards because I really don't know what to go on with this word I just found out about.
Okay, well, without
Philly thinks everybody knows every drug on the market.
Well, Taz,
not me.
Let's just give the people a little insight of what we had happening before we got on camera. Taz says to me, "Well, I never did Klonopin or never. I don't know what that. Why would I know what it is?" And I said, "Taz, do you know what heroin is? Have you ever done that before?" "Oh, Taz, have you ever done cocaine? Do you know what cocaine is?" Like, you don't have to necessarily do something in order to know what it is. So you've been on Earth for 64 and a half years. The fact that you've never run across the word Klonopin is odd to me. I feel like it's something people know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, you're wrong.
Okay.
You are wrong because I never heard of it.
That's obviously, but
that was proven quickly.
Now you're about to hear of it because we're doing this song and reacting to it. So again, Adam Calhoun, Klonopin. Welcome back, HOG Nation, Adam Calhoun fans, and anybody who has checked out our channel. We obviously really appreciate you. And just so you guys know, because I'm not sure if people get sarcasm, him and I bust on each other because we are friends and we know each other a long time. We don't hate each other. This is friendly banter. It brings some humanity to it, a little bit of a sense of humor. It shows you a different side to us. But make no mistake about it. We don't dislike each other. Frankly, if I like you, this is usually the reaction I give you is a little bit of busting. So with that being said,
if I hated him, we would not have a Taz and Philly show, and that's put trust in that. So it's our banter. It's our banter. It's almost like that Homer and Bart thing where you want to strangle somebody, but that's just momentarily. But we've been best friends for over 15 years. So it's sarcastic banter.
Yeah.
With a mild touch of Bart and Homer strangulation.
Like the only thing being strangled right now is your head with that fucking hat. I don't even know how the hell you have it on there, honestly. That thing's hanging on for dear life.
That's because I don't want to be a clone. I don't want to look like his clone and we have the same straight hat on. So Taz is wild, just like the name Taz. And Taz doesn't necessarily wear
How's that?
straight on hats.
How's that?
Huh?
Oh, how's that?
That's cool too. There you
There we
go.
go.
Change
There
it
we
up.
go. Yeah, here we go,
Change it
guys.
up.
There
There
we
you
go.
go.
All right, so
See, somebody jumped on the Tazzz wagon.
yeah,
That's
hold
all
on.
I'm
Fix
saying.
my camera a little quick before I knock this shit over again. All
Here
right,
we go.
it's the Tazzz and Sideway Hat Show. Let's get into it. It's Adam Calhoun, Klonopin. Let's fucking get it.
Let's go. Love it already.
Some depressing shit.
Depressing shit. Yeah.
Let's try it out.
I let things build up, and I don't know how to let shit go. I guess I let it go till it explodes. My mind's fucked up, I lost control. Lines get crossed like electrical. Probably something wrong with my mental. I never thought I'd let it come and get my soul. I'm too far gone, never come back home. I'm white, so you know I never had no problems. Hold up, wait. I'm white, so you know I bet I'm the problem. Came from the bottom, came from a broke home. What the fuck's a father? Mom must have shot him. Dad didn't want him. He could do without him. Drink another bottle, smoke marijuana, take a Klonopin. You can hear a pin drop when I get pissed off. I don't wanna talk, I just wanna ball my fist up. I don't wanna calm down, I don't wanna listen. Rather throw fists and get a conviction. You know what it is, put that shit back in prison. I don't need a lecture, this shit's depressing. Me venting is probably the best thing. I'm white, so I'm white, so
So that old school record.
I'm white, so you know I never had no problems. Hold up, wait. I'm white, so you know I bet I'm the problem. Came from the bottom. They tell me use my words, be careful, watch what I say. I say fuck that shit. Oh, by the way, I'm not okay. Stuck in a cage. Let me explain what it feels like being out on stage. Whole bunch of people shouting my name, so hard to breathe, got a mountain of pain. They drive from all over to shake my hand or give me a hug. That drives me crazy that a stranger actually gives a fuck. I'm not bitching, I'm just saying this shit actually sucks. My fans act better than the people that I actually love. Why don't I feel life? Cause I feel like if I don't take my pills, I ain't gonna feel right. Motherfuckers talk shit, I don't really feel nice. I feel like y'all scared like some field mice. Feel like I might go psycho, driving down the road with my eyes closed, dealing with a different kind of white boy, real shit, no vanilla ice though. I'm white, so I'm white, so came from a broke home. What the fuck's a father? Mom must have shot him. Dad didn't want him. He could do without him. Drink another bottle, smoke marijuana, take a Klonopin.
Whoa.
Yeah. Wow. A rough ending. What I was saying that I think you didn't hear me was I was saying he had a lot of that old school like record scratching in there. Had like an old school kind of beat. You know what I'm saying? I had almost like a 90-ish gangster rap beat to me. I liked it an awful lot. That piano, just the way he flowed over top of it. Like I've always said, I keep saying this about him. He does not have a country sound to me. He has, I mean, he's from Chicago, so like that makes sense, but he just has that sort of East Coast, just grimy. Like if you put him in the 90s, he'd fit in perfectly. That's what that reminds me of.
Oh, okay. All right. Wait a minute. Dare I ask, what is Klonopin used for? What did you say it was used for? I forget.
Well, some people use it for, I believe it can be used for a couple ways. Like it's a medication that I won't swear I know what exactly it's for. Like I think it's used for like depression or maybe like that. It's used for something like like you could abuse like Percocets or something like that. Like it's supposed to be used to help with let's say with depression. And I'm not swearing that out. I'm not a doctor. I don't know, but you can also use it to get high by abusing it. So that kind of thing. So it just depends. Like Adderall can be used for helping you with like ADD and shit, but you can also snort Adderall and get fucked up. So it just really depends. Right. Yeah, that kind of thing. Klonopin there's a lot of drugs out there that you can use for good reasons, and then obviously if you overdo them, then you're basically just doing them to get high or whatever.
All right. Then that was a sad, depressing song. I mean, I was rocking my head because I mean, hey, the beat was nice. That doesn't mean I was enjoying what the meaning was about. But he said some pretty, saddening things in there. But I mean, I guess when you have to take Klonopin, it's a saddening thing. Hopefully, someone doesn't have to take it the rest of their lives. He said one line about it's something how his fans treat him better than the ones he actually loves. And I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
that's messed up.
Yeah, I've heard other guys say, NF has said that too. How like he gets more love sometimes from his fans than he does from the people like his family or people like in his immediate, the people that are supposed to love him. Not including his wife. I'm talking about, just like family and stuff. But yeah, I mean that's fucked up. But I mean, I would imagine that to some degree, he's not alone in that. You see a lot of these guys, a lot of these artists, whether they're rock stars or rap stars or whatever, just music guys in general or artistic people in general that struggle from this kind of stuff. Look at the history of music and how many people have died from drugs, have been on drugs. You can go right down the line, like Kurt Cobain and, the Rolling Stones and, maybe they got themselves clean, but at some point in time, a lot of these guys had addiction struggles and it just seems like it comes with the territory.
Well, there's the ones that have used it because they just wanted to party and all that stuff. I honestly don't feel that much sadness for them. If they're straight up just doing it for partying or, hey, that's what the trend is, that's what everybody else is doing, I don't really feel that much for them. But for the ones who do drugs because either A, they had some serious injury or surgery and then they were prescribed it, but then they got hooked, or B, where there's in some type of depression or demons in their closet or a bad childhood where they were beaten or whatever, something that was triggered and then they rolled onto it and it made them feel good. Those people, I feel bad for them, especially when they want to change and come out of that.
Yeah, it is sad.
What I like about this, because they say that out of every bad thing there can be one good thing. So the only good thing I can say about this is it's been a stigma for years where people would think that you only did drugs if it had to do with financial reasons or whatever the case. But then what do you say about people making money? Like, the Tom McDonald's of the world and the Adam Calhouns now of the world and other artists of the world, or not even musical artists, like anybody who's in sports or whatever, who's making all that money and does drugs. And again, not for just having fun, but for traumatic reasons. That disproves that it's not always about finances. There could be other things that make it where taking drugs either makes you not think about the bad things in your life, or it takes away the pain. Like I said, if you're injured. So that I say that because people shouldn't just stereotype and think or just assume, oh, they must be poor or only people who are in financial straits do stuff like that. Like, it comes in all shapes, sizes, colors, and bank accounts. If you care about the person, like if you really care about them in some way, check for signs or check to see about just letting them know that you're there. Even if it's a simple text, like, hey, haven't heard from you in a day or two, just wanted to say what's up, let you know I was thinking about you. You'd be surprised how just that little sentence or two can make a person's difference, make a difference. So that's just something that came up in my head that I wanted to say, because I did not know that Adam had his own demons until maybe this song. I don't remember if we talked about it before, but again, he's been around for a while. He's making money now, so it can't be a financial thing, is what I want to say.
Yeah, but addiction has nothing to do necessarily with financial. Like a lot of these guys, like Adam and Tom, for example. Well, Tom, let's talk about him, because I won't swear to everything with Adam's past, but Tom, we know, struggled before he ever got money. So, when you struggle,
but then when you would think, well, I started the conversation. You would think that when they get money, that they can go and get like the best therapist. Or
well, you can, you can do that, but addiction's hard to beat. I mean, that shit is like the devil, man. It keeps, even when you're clean, and Tom talks about this. Every day is a struggle for him. Every day is a day that he could easily fall back into the trap, even though he's gotten himself into a good place. Sometimes it stems from peer pressure. You start that shit because people around you are doing it, and then you feel like you should. I've also heard the thing of some of these guys, like some famous people, they can have anything in the world they want. They can buy anything they want. They can go anywhere they want. They have more money than God. They can have any man or woman they want. They literally could do anything. But the one thing that gives them a little bit of a high, because everything else is just a normal day for them, is they get involved with drugs. You see it time and time again. It's kind of, it's sad regardless, whether they're trying to fill another void in their life, or, something that money and all that other shit isn't making them happy with. But the thing is when you struggle from addiction, like if you came from nothing, which Tom really kind of did, and he struggled with what he says, alcoholism and pills and all these other things, and then he had depression issues and all kinds of things like that. Like, it don't matter that somebody put successful music in your life or millions of dollars in your life, or even a loving girl like Nova, or even a support system. I've been around people that have had these demons, and I've watched them go through it, and it's difficult. It doesn't matter how many people are in your corner. If you're not ready to walk away and it's not in your head like, I'm ready to give this up, then you're going to struggle with it forever. That person has to be the one that wants to say, okay, enough is enough. And sometimes it's just difficult, man. You go through a bad time, and it's like a crutch for you, even though your life is great. So it's different for everybody. I think, a lot of people that get rich and famous to some degree, not every one of them, but I think kind of had struggles, whether it be drugs, alcohol, whatever it could be. Could be a lot of different things, but it's sad. I mean, but you see how kind of like it runs rampant. It feels like a lot of these guys, no matter what the genre, whether they're actors or musicians or whatever, in one way or another, kind of struggle from this stuff. Obviously, it's not 100% across the landscape, but there's a lot of them that have. And maybe it's part of what makes them great. I don't know. I mean, Robin Williams back in the day when he was a comedian, if you might remember, I mean, he was all fucked up on cocaine, and he was drinking, and he was an amazing, talented, comedian that was way before his time. The way he could ad lib and shit, and he talked about a lot of the reason he was his whole like persona back then was because he was coked out of his mind, and that made him it almost made him genius, but. It doesn't mean he wasn't struggling at some point. So I know we're kind of going all over the place, but I just think it doesn't matter if you're money or you're famous. If you have struggles, it's going to find you somehow.
Yeah, that part I'll never know about being famous and having struggles. So I'll just have to go by what the people that have money tell me. Like Tom. Like I would believe Tom because has money. So if he says he has struggles, you should believe him. Versus if somebody who doesn't, tells you about Tom. I was like, well, you're not Tom. You know what I mean? Like they say, if you want to become a millionaire, you listen to a millionaire. You don't listen to somebody as broke as your ass trying to tell you how to become a millionaire. You're like, you broke too. So if I want to know about people with money who have struggles, then you'll listen to somebody who has money who has struggles, which makes sense. So.
Yeah,
but we got real deep on this one.
Yeah, I got a lot of different directions I could go with this, but the video will be fucking 4 hours. So, I mean, as far as the song was concerned, obviously, I liked the beat, I liked his flow. I mean, the message was there. Gym playlist song for me, absolutely. I think I don't know what I think it flashed an album that this was off of, and I didn't see it, but I don't remember what it said, but I'd like to potentially check out some more songs. So Adam Calhoun fans out there, to the subscribers, let us know any more songs off this album we should check out, or you guys have been coming through with awesome requests, and we thank you for this one. I think Tazzz liked it. I mean, I certainly did. And I think I'm ready to rate it if you are.
I'm ready to rate it.
All right. Well, we have a 2 rating system. Anybody new to the channel, it's going to be ass or pass, thumbs up, thumbs down system. If it sucks, it's ass. If it's great, it passes. And we will get into that now. I know, Tazzz, that your brain probably can't breathe with the way that hat is fucking stuck to your lid that way. But can you count for us? Can you count for us? I can
count. If you have your little ghetto drumsticks, I can count.
I got my drumsticks. So here we go. Ready? Here we go. You start counting.
1. I can't even hear you. 2, 3.
Ding, 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 ding. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I was going to say, get out of here, man. Yeah. Well, I would have been surprised if you would have. Then the show would have gone another 25 minutes because I would have been like, what the fuck are you talking about? But anyway, he liked it. I liked it. Another great suggestion from you guys. Thank you so much. Do you want to add anything else before we get out of here?
Just thanks to the Adams of the world and stuff who are not, especially for men, because you said this a long time ago, Philly, like, some men, can't say all, have this like ego thing where they just don't want to talk about feelings and stuff like that. Like it doesn't make you less than. So shout out to the Adams of the world and the Toms of the world who not only talk about it maybe in a small forum or whatever, but to actually go on like things, something like YouTube and where millions can see it, and especially about their own demons. They're not even talking about like a friend's problem. They're talking about like their own. You know, kudos to them, because hopefully it will also make other men or any type of person who feels that that makes them weak to come out about it. You know, there's people that have been in the army who have fought in wars and stuff, you know, all that aggressive type stuff, defending our country, and can come back and have problems. That doesn't make them weak. I mean, they weren't weak when they were on that battlefield. So think of it that way. Like, I'm sick of tired of hearing some people who think certain things are weak. You know, that doesn't mean walk down the street and like cry all the way home and stuff like that. But, you know, if you're having some major struggles, even if you go to one person for help, it doesn't have to be a whole village. It doesn't have to be tell everybody at your job, boo-hoo when you see everybody that walks past you. But even if you want to do it in silent, do it in silent. You don't have to come out and tell the world like they do. But for the ones like them who do, that reaches more people. So thank you to anybody who wants to, you know, air that out, men or women or whatever. But I mean, especially to men, because like Philly said, you know, sometimes they have that ego trip problem, and you know, there's no shame in the game, you know. So that's something important that I wanted to say. So, but yeah, I love the video, even though the video and the meaning was sad. That doesn't mean I didn't like the song. I mean, it still moved me. I was able to relate to it. The beat was nice. So yeah.
Well, I was going to say, but my addiction situation was when I'll just give a small tad. That wasn't like anything terrible, but like it reminds me because I'm doing it now. So when I was younger, like in my teens into like my very early 20s, I drank soda like it was fucking going out of style. I drank it at every meal, at every moment of the day. I probably drank 2 liters of soda every fucking day of my life. And at 23 years old, when I decided to get my ass in the gym, it was the first thing that I cut out of my diet. I stopped drinking soda and I lost 15 pounds and I got in really decent shape. And now the only time I drink soda is when I'm treating myself. It's like a delicious snack for me. I drink soda like probably twice a month, if that, maybe. And sometimes I don't drink it at all. But it was Valentine's Day, motherfucker. And I went into 7-Eleven and I said, I love myself. And I'm going to get some vanilla Coke. I don't know if you like this shit, but this shit is delicious. And Coke, if you're out there and you want to, you want to endorse Tazzz and I, that's fine. Otherwise, that's okay. You don't have to. I'm still going to drink this shit every once in a while. Cherry Coke, vanilla Coke, fucking delicious. And as I've gotten older, I've really acquired a taste for Sprite even more than I ever used to. I liked it, but I like it even more now. So soda was an addiction of mine, and I kicked it. Every once in a while, I go back to it. So enough of the soda story. Thank you guys for spending some time with us. We've been doing this for about 23 minutes. Woo. And you could be anywhere in the world that you'd want to be, but instead you're here watching his head struggle, watching my fucking lips enjoy some vanilla Coke. And we couldn't thank you guys enough. So I'm Philly. That's Sideways Hat Sasquatch. It's the Tazzz and Philly show.
I hate him.
Have a wonderful night. Peace.
Take it easy and keep it breezy.